Hello everybody, and thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be talking about matchwornshirt.com. It's a website that football clubs use to auction off their shirts from games. They may do this for a number of reasons. It might be to raise money for their academy, maybe charities, and maybe just to get money back into the club. But it's a way of offering shirts to fans that have been worn in official games by the players. Sunderland started doing this around 2020 time, back when they were in League One. And if we look here at the website, it'll just go through some of the games here. You look at the very first time they did it, the most expensive shirt was Chris Maguire with 500. You go through Ross Stewart 597. Jermaine Defoe's against Crewe when they wore the away shirt at home was the first time a Sunderland shirt went over £1,000, 1,500 was an absolutely phenomenal amount of money. And then from there it's quite mixed. Some went for 300 in the Championship. When Joe Bellingham started playing, they started going up a bit more, 2,280 there. So you get the idea. You know, for the top player, whoever it is at the time, you're looking at probably between £500 to £1,000. That's how it's been for the last few seasons. But of course now Sunderland are in the Premier League, and it's not just Sunderland fans who are going to want these shirts. There are just general football shirt collectors who are going to aim for the top division and the Premier League. So it was interesting to see what sort of difference this was going to make on the price, and Sunderland did their first auction for the kits that were worn away at Crystal Palace. And wow, yeah, if we get here and look at that, look at these prices. The winning bid for Chris Rigg was £3,262. Oh, the Rams beat the Jaguars at Wembley in the NFL, by the way. £3,262 for Chris Rigg. That is mental. But anyone who has never used Matchworn shirt before, that's just the bidding price. On top of this, the winner would have had to have paid 20% VAT, and they would have also been charged a 10% buyer's premium, which Matchworn shirts say is to cover the cost of preparing the shirt, which is just folding it up and putting it in a box. So whoever's paid £3,262 for Chris Rigg's shirt would have had to have paid 30% on top of that. So quick maths, 30% of 3,262 is 980 quid-ish, I think. That's incredible. And then there's probably a £20 delivery fee on as well, so basically add £1,000 on. So they've paid £4,262-ish for Chris Rigg's shirt. That's insane. I'm a big Rigg fan. Now obviously I really enjoyed watching him play, and I hope he has a really good career with us and gets better. Like, I'm as big a Chris Rigg fan as anyone. Why on earth is his shirt 3 times as much as Granit Xhaka's? It's insane. Sadiqi's went for 661, Trey Hume 549, Robin Roof's 542. He was the standout man that day. Robin Roof's shirt should have gone for a bit more, I think, if compared to the others. Starting getting down to the 400 now. There was a squad signed home shirt, which, yeah, it's got the that white band on the back, 435. Mukiele's, who he's an absolute beast, isn't he? He was insane yesterday. His one was long sleeve. I don't understand this. I wanted Simon Moore's. That was the one that I was looking at. I've met Simon Moore a few times, and he's an absolute dude, and I've been trying to get one of his shirts on one of these auctions, but they keep going for a lot. Simon Moore's went for 157. Anthony Patterson's went for 116. Eh? I'll say I'm a big Simon Moore fan, but like, he wasn't even in the squad, so this shirt would have been prepared at the Academy of Light, and then it probably didn't even travel down to Selhurst Park. It's just been put in the auction because it was prepared for the game. Patterson was on the bench. Like, that shirt was there in the bench, and that one's gone for like £41 less than Moore's. I don't understand that. Someone really, really likes Simon Moore. Anthony Patterson was like our star man last year. He was the man of the match at Wembley. Why is his shirt gone so cheap? It's a beautiful shirt as well. I did want this one. The sponsor differs a little bit from the retail version, which I've got two of. One a medium, which is a bit too small for me, and an XL, which is a bit too big for me. I love this shirt. Obviously, I got to interview David Bruce about it and review it before it was out, so I'm hoping to get a match one at some point, but I can't justify paying £157. If you add on all the extras, it would have been £200. I can't justify that. As much as I like Simon Moore on the shirt, it's a lot of dosh, and yeah, maybe as it's the first one, maybe there's like a novelty to this auction, and maybe as the season progresses and there's a few more, maybe the prices might settle down. But looking at some of the prices, yeah, the days of me being able to afford to buy these match-worn shirts may be over. These shirts were auctioned for charity. It went to St Benedict's Hospice, so bigger picture, yeah, I couldn't afford one, but that's a lot of money that's gone to a great charity, and that, you know, £3,262 bid for Chris Riggs will make a difference. So there you go. Quite possibly the most expensive Sunderland shirt of all time, and it's Chris Riggs' third shirt worn away in a 0-0 draw against Crystal Palace. Who'd have thought that?